Yo, we finally know why Rhaenys didn't burn it all down. All right, welcome back, Geek Variants. I am currently out and about in Vegas trying to get some stuff done, but I still want to make sure that I got this video guys out to you when we normally get our videos out. So I'm trying this mobile setup. Let me know how it works out, please, in the comments. Let me know if it's good, bad, sound quality, whatever. This is literally a test run. At the same time, we're still getting stuff done. So we in here. But House of Dragon, episode 10. We finally find out why Rhaenys didn't burn it all down. And the reason is a valid one. This is a whole war that's about to be started, and she didn't want to be the one to start it. So it makes complete sense. This is now a fight for the throne, and it's literally queen versus king versus prince versus whatever is going on. So it's definitely going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of bloodshed, and I think that all of season 2 is pretty much going to be this war being played out, and we'll finally get some closure towards the end of it. But the way this works is always going to be those onions going to peel back more layers in the process. But the episode starts off with Rhaenys getting back to Rhaenyra and letting her know that her father has passed and what's going on about the whole king succession, and how Queen Alicent freaking wanted to make sure Otto, they were all making sure that the new king was crowned with Aegon with no issues whatsoever. It's in front of the realm. Hey, everyone recognizes this. So now she knows everything's going on. And through the process of this caused her to have a premature birth. So, that's the way it works. A lot of stress, things. If you're already dealing with other stuff, all this kind of comes into play. So it really messed her up. So basically, she's in the process of this. Damon is like, yo, I gotta handle something. So he's kind of getting in that mindset to figure out what he needs to do. We also find out that Lord Corlys is actually alive. He broke through his fever and he's on the move. Gonna make his way back to, his wife, and most likely to see Rhaenyra after everything is going on. Once he gets the information, because he ends up getting informed by Rhaenys about what's happening, and they have to make the decision as to what they want to do. Are they still going to honor their oaths, where their loyalties lie? There's a bunch of stuff with that. While all this stuff is starting to transpire, Rhaenyra has her baby, but it's stillborn. She does it herself. Everything is just by herself, and she just makes it happen. And they go through the somber scene, and it sucks with having to deal with that. But during the funeral for the baby, we actually get Eric. There's Arik and Eric. So one of the twins, Eric with the E, I believe, is the one that shows up and pledges his loyalty to the queen and brings her a crown. So now everyone's starting to recognize her as Queen Rhaenyra because she is the true successor, according to what her father said. But again, everybody's in the mindset that Viserys was like, no, this is the successor. So this is what it is. But no, with his dying breath, this was the successor, not knowing about other things. So big miscommunication, and this is definitely going to play out in a bloody spectacle throughout the entire thing. So speaking of things being red, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, like this video. Again, I want to hear your comments down below, what you think is going to happen and how you think things are going to play out. Damon's preparing for war. He's frustrated. He's, mad. There's things that he didn't know about, like, again, with the Song of Fire and Ice. There's things that, he didn't understand, or how his brother was, clinging to certain ideologies and stuff. Damon is just trying to, we got work to do. They're discussing dragons, what's going to happen. They say that they outnumber them mostly 14-3 based on the number of dragons that are being either controlled or are in their possession, so to speak, versus the 3. But again, Vagar is one of the biggest that they have over on with Aemon and stuff. So we'll see how this exactly works. So as they're figuring all this stuff out, the boys, the Valerian boys, Rhaenyra's boys, are sent on a mission as messengers to, relay what the queen wants and how she wants to proceed, and reminding people of their oaths. And what ends up happening is we see Lucerys is sent to Baratheon, to House Baratheon to remind of the father's, pledge to Rhaenyra and how it goes. And of course, when he shows up, guess who's already there? You see Vhagar in the background, so you know that Aemon's already there. Baratheon is like, nah, you show up, you ain't got nothing to offer. You just think you can just call me whenever you want to call me. They at least give me a promise of marriage. You gonna marry one of my daughters? Nope, you're already betrothed. Why are you here? Go back home, pup. And that's it. So he's about to leave, and then guess what? Aemon is like, yo, I want that eye, homie. You think you're just gonna come here and be traitorous, treason, whatever, so that, and you're not gonna pay the price? You gonna give me that eye? Cut it out yourself, and you can go on about your business. I won't blind you. Of course, Baratheon's like, no, not in my house. Even though, Aemon was making moves to come to her. No, not in my house. You ain't gonna do that. This leads to Lucerys, scarily getting on his dragon and trying to get the heck out of Dodge. When eventually we see Vhagar in the back with Aemon toying with him. The entire time that he's trying to get away, he's just toying with him, going back and forth. But again, you gotta remember, these are animals. These are wild animals, so that they tend to respect their rider and stuff from what I've seen, but they're gonna protect themselves, defend themselves, and still make conscious decisions. I kind of got a more hint of that, when, again, I'm bad with the dragon names, so that one of the dragons when Daemon's wife, got set on fire because she called it. She had to say it 3 times before she got set on fire. It's like kind of had to contemplate. Okay, my rider wants me to do this. I don't want to do it, but as a command, I'm gonna do it, and gets it done. So, same thing. It's just going, but again, they're trying to protect themselves. So the process is, I believe, Lucerys' dragon is Arx. So in the process of this, Arx at some point blows fire at Vhagar because he's trying to protect himself. So hits him with a fire blast trying to get away. And of course, that pisses Vhagar off. And basically that was done because the dragon, Arx, wasn't listening to Lucerys. Lucerys was trying to get him under control, and he knows that was a bad thing to do. And now Vhagar is mad and going after Arx, and you see Aemon trying to get him in control. And he can't really get him in control. And the way this episode ends is with Aemon clearly biting through Lucerys and Arx, tearing him to chunks. You see like 5 or 6 chunks of the dragon. No freaking body. Like he was just swallowed whole. Like that. There's no freaking way. None of that is going to, just be gotten away with. Like you can see on Aemon's face, he knew he fucked up. Plain and simple. That was it. He messed up bad. And now he's got to figure out how to explain this. And of course, towards the end of the episode, we see that it looks like Daemon has gotten word of what happened and has gone to tell Rhaenyra, you done took one of her kids away. You will now incur a mother's wrath. Even worse than what I think Queen Alicent was ready to do just for her kid losing an eye. Like, it's about to get messy, nasty, real bad, real quick. So, that's the recap of House of Dragon, episode 10. I believe this is the season finale, and, everything's setting up to go forth. So, we're really going to get some insight as to how they want to run this with the different little after scene clips and stuff and some of the interviews. So it's gonna be a lot of speculation as to what's going on. How much are they gonna stay to the books or the writings and stuff that's happening? And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk with Brent, and we're gonna do a season breakdown and talk about where this can go, because I think he knows more about the history and the lore about this, where it can go as far as war, what battles are we expecting to see, what possible deaths are we gonna expect to see, everything. So that's it for this episode. So definitely, again, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? What do you want to know about? What do you want us to talk about? We are definitely going to get into it as soon as we can. and let you guys know. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.